We welcome you to Atlanta Motor Speedway, the smallest superspeedway on the schedule, coming in at 1.5 miles. 32 cars about ready to get this race kicked off here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And as we look at the drivers, we have 2 new entries in here. We will get to those here in a second, but time to look at the ones to watch here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Michael McDowell on the pole once again. He was on the pole for the Daytona 500. Now he's on the pole here. That is 2 poles in a row, both on super speedways. What a start to the season for McDowell. Logano going to be starting 4th. Another great super speedway racer. He's going to have help from Cindric behind him, his teammate. And as we look at Todd Gilliland, we can remember his flip in the Daytona 500 just earlier this season. Maybe he'll have a comeback and come to the victory lane here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Denny Hamlin actually had a really good effort in qualifying, but on the last lap of his run, he slipped up out of the corner and just grazed the wall, putting some seconds on his time. What about Kyle Larson back here? Not much of a super speedway racer, but we know how well the High Line can do here at Atlanta, and we know that Larson loves to use the High Line wherever he goes. And now moving on back, we go to Bubba Wallace making his first ever start in the 164 Diecast Cup Series. We will see how he does, along with Shane Van Gisbergen for Trackhouse Racing, both first entries. It will be interesting to see how they do. And now we will get ready to go look at the starting lineup for Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Twix 400. Up front, McDowell, Byron, Preece, Logano, Gilliland, Cindric, Bell, Suarez, Buescher, Reddick, Busch, Hamlin, Chastain, Blaney, Larson, Elliott, Jones, Berry, Bowman, Wallace, Kozlowski, Gibbs, Gregson, Briscoe, Gisbergen, Dillon, Allmendinger, Cole Custer, Riley Herbst, Zane Smith, Justin Haley, and Sam Mayer. Now that gets us through pre-race, the cars will get ready to roll out with the pace car leading them off, and we will be racing here in the Twix 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. As they roll around here on the banking, we can see McDowell and Byron lined side by side through the field. Off turn 4 to the green flag, here we go! Outside lane with a great jump. Logano moves out. He will take the lead away. McDowell coming on the inside. Cindric pushing Logano. Now down to the front stretch. Oh, and already Hamlin is around. We stay green though. Logano and Reddick, here he comes. And Bell through the middle, trying to make a move. He gets in front of Reddick. Now he's going to have help from a Toyota behind him. Then there's more trouble happening. Logano and Bell, they get together. Bell put Logano down into the grass. Logano gets payback as Ryan Preece comes to the lead, and Byron shuffles him out, and we have a caution out on the track for debris. A fan threw a can of soda onto the ground, and now we'll go to commercial break. We'll be right back right after this. It is time to go bowling at the Glen. Get your tickets now. We welcome you back from commercial break as we take a look at what happened to Hamlin. And it's hard to tell because by the time the camera catches him, he's already in the middle of his spin. But we can see Chastain right behind him. And we know that those two have gotten together here in the past. Maybe that is payback by Chastain. We can remember back in the championship race whenever Hamlin turned Chastain around, so that could very well be payback as we go back to commercial break. And as we go back green, we have Byron and Reddick gonna lead us back to the green flag. Here we go. And they wreck on the restart. There they go. Chastain, Elliott with big damage. Bowman involved as well with Chase Briscoe. Didn't make it far on this green flag run, as Elliott and Chastain both wrecked out, as well as Bowman. They both DNF. Chase Briscoe will be able to continue. Let's look at the replay here. So coming here out of 4, it's hard to tell. Maybe one of them just got loose on the restart. We'll slow it down here. By the time it comes into view, Chastain is already sideways. Maybe Eric Jones gave him a bad push. We know that the Toyotas are really bad at pushing and can really cause big wrecks here, as that puts Elliott and Briscoe out of this race. Excuse me, not Briscoe, but Chastain. Elliott and Briscoe both got airborne in that wreck. So we take a look here at a closer view, trying to see what happened. Oh, that was a big hit by Bowman and Chastain as we go to commercial break. Welcome back, Byron and Reddick, getting ready to go back green again. Maybe we'll get past the line, and it'll be lap 5, halfway bonus awarded this lap. Byron, Reddick, side by side down the back straightaway. Here comes Christopher Bell with momentum, with another Toyota helping him. Bubba Wallace, he got the halfway bonus. It's Christopher Bell as Busch gets pushed to the lead. Suarez now.
The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a tornado warning for South Central Clay County and southwestern Georgia, northwestern Early County and southwestern Georgia until 2:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Suarez and Busch will battle for second against number 99. Busch with a long charge. Here comes Busch, and now here comes Suarez on the inside. Suarez gets to the lead. Busch, and now here comes Bell inside. Lap 9. Now into turns 1, 2, and there's a caution. And whenever I tell you the reason, it is very stupid. A fan has decided to climb on top of the catch fence. That is just way too dangerous as we go on a commercial break. We welcome you back as we take a look at some guys that could very well win this race as we get to the one-lap shootout. We got Kyle Busch, who's been in the top of the field all day. We got the guys behind the top 5. Don't rule them out like AJ Allmendinger. He could very well have a chance with Chevy's helping him with William Byron. But here they come out of 4. They will see the white flag, and the one-lap shootout is underway. Outside line with a great charge. Gisbergen pushing Busch down the back straightaway for the final time. Busch makes the move. They're side by side. Who's it gonna be at the line? Wreck behind. Huge trouble down the front straightaway. Looks like Kyle Busch is gonna be your winner here in the Twix 400 with crazy wrecking down the front straightaway. Lots of cars in this wreck. Gisbergen, Logano. Look at Briscoe's car. On top of Austin Cindric. Wow. That car could have possibly went upside down. A total of 15 cars involved in this wreck. Let's take a look at the replay of the final lap. We see Christopher Bell had a great shot, but then he just got shuffled out with Suarez going up to his teammates. And then whenever Gisbergen made that move, that kind of made it impossible for Christopher Bell to do anything, as it looks like Suarez just got a bad push by William Byron, getting him and eventually wrecking Suarez's teammate, Gisbergen. We can't see anything that happened to Chase Briscoe in that camera angle. Maybe we will on this one as we see Christopher Bell going around. There's Austin Cindric, and he just goes right out of the camera angle. Alright, take a look at that part of the track up there. Stay focused and... oh, wow! Chase Briscoe looks like he jumped over Ryan Preece in the 21 car, getting Josh Berry airborne as well. Look at this. Yeah, it's definitely what happened. Wheel-to-wheel contact. It looks like wheel-to-wheel contact again with Josh Berry. Then Cindric just plows in right underneath. But what a race from Atlanta. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of this racing. And we have some driver changes that'll happen after this race going into Watkins Glen, as we have Ryan Preece moving to the 60 car for RFK. Josh Berry will move to the 21 for the Wood Brothers, and then that will allow Sam Mayer to take over the number 4 car for Stewart Haas Racing. And once again, make sure to like and subscribe as we go off to Watkins Glen.